One of my revision questions that I tend to give my students at standard level. It's a non-GDC. I think it's quite a hard question. So if you want to pause it and then we'll do the answer afterwards. Right, so we've got a curve and a tangent. Now, one of the temptations is to think it's something to do with differentiation because I want to differentiate this to give me an equation, etc. But it's not actually that. The curve and the tangent will meet at one place. So whatever my curve is, so my curve's this quadratic, if I've got a tangent at a certain point, this is supposed to be meeting, they meet at one place, they just touch each other. So where these two are equal has one solution. So I'm going to start off with that. So I'm going to have x squared plus kx minus 1, where it equals 2k minus 1 x's minus 2. There's one solution. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it equal to 0. So I'm going to have x squared here plus how many x's? What have I got? Well, I've got k, and I'm going to take away these two k's from each side, so it's going to be minus k, and I'm going to add 1 here, so I'm going to end up with 1 minus k. So I've added those x's onto this side. Add 2 to here, so it becomes add 1 equals 0. You just want to check through my algebra, but the 2k minus 1, I've added that to both sides to get this. Now at this point I've got a quadratic equation, but I've got one solution. Now if I've got one solution, that means that I'm going to take the discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac, and one solution, I can make this discriminant equal to 0. So the b value is 1 minus k. I want to square that. I want to take off minus 4ac. A is 1, c is 1, so I'm going to take off 4, and I know it equals 0. So this bracket becomes 1 minus 2k plus k squared minus 4 equals 0. If I tidy this up, I've got k squared minus 2k minus 3 equals 0. I factorize this to give me k minus 3 and k plus 1 equals 0. So I've got k equals 3 and k equals minus 1 as my solutions. Just going to double check what the question actually says, where k is greater than 0. So if I look at these two answers, my final solution is k equals 3. So it's very important to get the starting point. The tangent just touches the curve, so the curve equals the tangent, one solution.